Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream with me, Ace. And thank you so much for joining this morning, evening, wherever you're tuning in from. And yeah, welcome to the show. And today we're going to be talking a bit about the American Ninja X Kickstarter. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my guest, who is also the creator of this particular Kickstarter project, and he is Mr. Patrick Thomas Parnell. Hey, Patrick, you're. Oh, sorry, I muted you. So sorry about that. Hey, Patrick.
How's it going? How are you doing over there?
I'm good. How are you?
That's doing all right. It's kind of funny. Usually we are 12 hours exactly different, but United States and the what is it? What is it? Daylight savings always messes with us.
Yep.
But
So I'd like to just
we
say
made it.
hi to the people who are in the chat right now. We have Stygian 360 Neil, as always, our biggest fan, your biggest fan maybe as well, right? And then we have a house Hendo says, "Hey yo, let's go ninja." Mark version one says hi, and of course the Titan is also here to support the stream. And the stream is about the Kickstarter that you are currently having on campaign. If I'm going to just have to pull it out, just give me a second here.
Whip
Share
it
the
out.
screen. Oh well, pull out the page. There we go.
Just whip it out.
There we go. So there we go. The Kickstarter. All right. It's a figure that you have been working on. So tell us more about this thing.
Well, the American Ninja X is a side character from my comic book series, Johnny Phantasm. And recently we did a series of robots called Last of Seekers, and those did pretty well. And they went along again with a comic book that I did. So I wanted to do a figure that a 6-inch figure, like a Marvel Legends, GI Joe Classified, etc. I wanted to do a figure that someone could put on the shelf, basically with a bunch of different lines. I wanted just to do one figure, wanted to get in, wanted to get out. Wasn't looking to start like a line or anything like that. Just wanted to get some of the best people to help me to put this together and just do an awesome figure. And actually, kind of what happened is we ended up getting two kind of awesome figures out of it. There's a comic book that goes along with it as well that you're getting to right there. Don Figueroa did the cover. He's a fantastic artist. But and then, of course, we got Luke doing the sculpts. Luke did the sculpt for the Marshall, which came out great. And then I roped you into helping me do this as well.
Right. That's right. So we're here on the show. Yep.
That's right. So and then I hired the infamous Ace from Ramen Toy to be the toy manager on here, and kind of Ace kind of just handles a lot of the details on how things are sized, if things are fitting correctly. You want this color, you want that color. He kind of does, well, I mean, the hard work stuff.
Yeah. So when did this idea come about? The ninja.
Actually, you were kind of there. Well, like when I thought of it, it was during PowerCon a couple years ago. Um, you know, I, I stopped collecting GI Joes right around the time that Ninja Force came out. That's when I was like out of GI Joe stuff, and I wanted to do something that really kind of like highlighted the ninja stuff. The ninja stuff in GI Joe was always my favorite. So I had a character that kind of fit the mold, and I was like, okay, we can make that character work for what I want to do. And then I asked a friend of mine to co-write it with me, Mark Polton, and he has a character that's kind of similar too. So we were able to do a little bit of dual characters going on here. There's a shot of the backpack. The backpack opens up, and the throwing stars and the ninja claws go into his backpack, very similar to Zartan's backpack.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
So the comics are already finished.
We're working on them. We're working on them right now.
And it's planned for how many like volumes or what's the word? Series?
It's actually just it's just gonna be a one-off, one story. Like, so with Riot Press, that's kind of that's my publishing company. I publish all my books through Riot Press. I'm gonna have a series called Riot Press Presents, and it's just basically gonna be just one-offs. So this is just gonna be a one-off of American Ninja. I've got a plethora of other characters that I'd like to do other little one stories of. That you might actually see action figures of those too. These are 1/12.
Yep. 6-inch.
That's right. And then what's kind of fun about the packaging is the packaging that we're doing is clear, and the designs you see on the cover. Go back to the real quick. Like, those are stickers that are going on the front of a plastic package, and then those are mini comics that are going behind the character. So there's little comics that are like the background to each character, and then each of those characters comes with a fourth of the story. So with American Ninja, you get one fourth. With the U.S. Assassin, you get the second fourth. And so forth and so forth.
So this is a 4-part comic.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. And or if you just want to get the comic book as a whole, you can get the comic book as well, and it'll be normal comic book size. That was the cover that you saw that Don did earlier. I recommend getting both.
So the comic by itself, one book, $15.
That's right.
24-page. And if you go and get the... Okay, so run me through this. It's one comic, meaning that you'll just get one quarter of it.
No. Well, this comic right here is the whole thing.
Oh,
this
the full.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so
this is the whole thing, and then to size. Like this is to normal comic book size. The comic books that come with the action figures, they're a little bit smaller. They're which is called digest size.
Right.
But they fit the exact background.
From House Kendo. Will there be one shots for other ninjas? A ninja verse, if you will, like a Canadian shinobi, maybe team up with a shinobi Sasquatch as
Sasquatch, for example. Yeah, no, like, dude, the sky's the limit. Like, when we first started doing this, like, we were kind of just like, hey, let's just try doing a couple ninjas. Let's see how it goes. And then since then, Luke and I kind of have kind of gone off and started doing other figures as well. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna see where it goes. Like, first we're gonna do these two. Like we're not trying to bite off more than we can chew. We want to do these two. We want to see how it goes. And then if people enjoy them, if people like the story, like the concept, And we'll continue to do more in this fashion from different characters from the Riot Press universe. Really, what I'd like to do, and I talked to you, Ace, I'd like to do a Johnny Phantasm that comes with a car.
Right. But that we
Because
save that for another episode.
I know, but I'm just saying that like that's I wouldn't mind doing something like that.
All right. So you can support the Kickstarter on Kickstarter by
That's right.
first of all sharing out the Kickstarter. For those who are in the stream, please do share it out in your socials. Let more people know about the Kickstarter. And if you want to support the Kickstarter, there's an entry support, which is the whole comic book at $15. And then, of course, if you want to get into the figures, we have 4 figures here, right? And
Mhm.
each figure comes with a smaller comic book, like those Mo2 style, right? There's a little comic book inside.
That's right.
And then you'll be able to support by either getting 1 or 2 or 3 or all 4 of the figures. Am I doing right so far, Patrick?
Yep. Everything you're saying is perfect.
All right.
You
So
got it,
these
Ace.
are obviously sculpted by Luke.
Yep.
And
Sculpted by Luke, articulation by Shulong.
okay.
You got Ace on toy management. I'm doing all the design work. It's a pretty good team. I think. I think it's a pretty good looking team. I mean, but I have a biased opinion. And really, we wanted to make figures that you could put alongside your Marvel Legends. Some figures that you could put next to GI Joe Classified, and not miss a beat. Just a pair of figures that you can just put along with anything. And people have reacted. People that have seen them have reacted very well with them. So if you backed it, awesome. If you haven't backed it, please think about it, and then also spread the word about it because we need to get some eyeballs on this.
Yeah, so Night Hunter 88 is a backer. He's just got 2 colored versions. So
That's
kudos
that's
to Night
awesome. I want
Hunter.
to know what colors. Hey, I'm a real big nerd because like when people tell me what they get, like I'm like I want to know what they got. I'm curious.
Comment from Ryan Vegantech. At school, we had an American student who said he was a ninja. We thought it was unlikely as there would be a 400-pound ninja in a mobility scooter. All right.
Dude, like I went to school with this kid that thought he was a T-Rex. No. He thought he was a raptor,
So we
and
got some
and he'd run around school like that.
right. So we got some support from Neil here saying that if Ramen is producing this, they'll be amazing. Thank you so much, Neil.
What's up, Neil? How are you doing?
Yep, he saw the sculpts at Joe Fest. Yep,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
the 2 on the screen. Okay, this 2. So will there be more characters that they can look forward to?
Yeah, I mean, again, this is kind of like a test to see if we can get people interested in this style. And if these go well, we've got some other stuff ready to go. Of course, we got some variants lined up already. But then, fast forward, we've got a couple characters. We have a female. She's kind of like a mix between like the Baroness and like a Native American. We've got her kind of waiting in the wings, ready to go, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We want to focus on these guys, get these guys out there, get people introduced to the story a little bit, see how they go, and then if people dig them, we'll do more.
Good point by Neil. When these funds, not if it funds.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you guys got to support it because it is currently like maybe 10% of the way to go.
Yeah.
Like 29 days. Is that
Well,
right?
I actually put it up a little bit early. So usually with Kickstarter, people put things up for 30 days. What I did was I put it up for about I guess it was like 37 days. So I put it up a little bit early. The way that I see that is we got a little bit of a head start on us. Now the campaign is finally in full effect. Now, I love 88. 88 is a really great number. 88 keys on a piano. Makes me think of Chicago for some reason, but I'd like to see that number get to
It has to be a
100.
4-digit number.
Well, yeah, I like to see it get to 100 by the end of the weekend.
Okay.
And then once we get there, we're gonna have some T-shirts that we're gonna be putting up if people want to back some cool looking T-shirts. I posted some pictures on Twitter of them. I probably should put them up on here. But we're gonna have some shirts kind of go up, and then excuse me. Yeah, put the camera right on me, like right as I'm choking to death. Ace. Is this because I told you that Ninja Turtle choking
Sorry,
story?
I think I just dropped out.
Oh, you dropped out. I was just yelling at you for just putting me there by myself.
Oh no, I was just scrolling onto the messages and they just threw me out. So strange. Anyways.
See what I got hanging out over here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Nice.
That's
like it?
That's a good looking vehicle, by the way.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, these designs are amazing, and I concur. Right, I concur that the designs are amazing, and I should present the screen again.
Yeah, it was really fun working with Luke. Luke has a unique kind of take on characters. So you still have a chat up, by the way, and no volume.
I wasn't sure if I'm gonna be blasting.
There you go.
Can you hear it?
No. You have to do share volume.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I turn it off, because otherwise I'll be hearing the thing. Just look at some pictures, right?
Okay. American Ninja, there he is. Luke came up with that really cool idea of giving him like a Chinese looking star, or not a Chinese star, a throwing star on his chest. American Assassin looking pretty cool right there as well. Hello, Prince.
Yeah, Princeton Phalanx just joined the stream. Thanks so much. So yeah, guys, I mean, we need to really push the agenda and get more coverage, more people to know about these figures. I mean, they are really just fitting into your classified, your 6-inch line, and they are well designed, modernized take on ninjas with spectacular human hits. May I say? Tell us more about the hits.
Yeah, the heads came out pretty good. After we're done watching this video, there's some pictures of the heads, but the heads came out really well.
Oh, it's a 4-minute. Okay. So we got some ninja here in the pose. So who suggested or who came up with the idea of the backpack opening up to store the stuff?
I think that was kind of like a dual idea. I'm not sure. Like we were to spin out ideas, and I think that just came up. I wanted storage. Like one of the things I hate the most about figures is you get all this cool stuff and you have no place to put them sometimes. It's like you have like a bunch of Chinese stars and these claws and nowhere to put them. Even with our stretch goal, which is a bandolier, there's a place on the bandolier to put the size, and then you'll see a pair of billy clubs. There's a place to put a billy club on them. I like having storage for my weapons. You know,
is this the billy club?
Yep.
The poles, the sticks.
Yep, we call those billy clubs. And then this is the U.S. Assassin right here. Really fun character. It's very interesting how Mark Polton, who's writing the comic book, how he and I got hooked up. We we kind of are influenced by a lot of the same stuff. So as I was working on my comic book, my toy, I asked Mark. I was like, "Hey, do you want to jump in on this with me?" I like collaborating. He decided to jump on board, so we're making a figure for him as well. And I think they make a great looking duo. Kind of reminds me very much so of like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
So, would telling us more about the origins of these characters give away too much in a comic book, or can you talk about it?
I can talk about it a little bit. I mean, I think if we scroll down a little bit,
Okay.
we might go into some details about them a little bit more. So I kind of go in order here as I got things. These were the original pictures that I got from you. The original articulation cut-ups done by Shulong. And then the next was Off to the Races with the comic.
Which one?
What is that over there?
What the?
What you looking at? Oh, that's a tier. So yeah, like Don Figueroa, who worked on Transformers Armada for Dreamwave, really great guy, really knows his stuff. And he doesn't really do a whole lot of stuff anymore, but he still got it. And we got him to do a cover. And then
was
Luke,
he at Comic Con?
what's that?
Was he at Comic Con?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't really go to cons anymore.
Okay.
He doesn't work in comic books anymore at all.
What is this pizza thing?
So the Haunted Pizza are the guys that write and put out U.S. Assassin.
Oh, okay. That's a nice logo, by the way.
Yeah, that's fun. Mark Polton and Mike McMahon. Heir to the great McMahon wrestling fortune.
Really?
No. That'd be cool, though.
That will be cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone's excited about the Great White. Are there
user with no face?
Are there? Yeah, sometimes.
Are
there still some Great Whites available on the Ramen website?
Yeah, there's some. Oh, I think it's sold out. Sorry, I think it's sold out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bummer.
There we go. So who?
So now we're getting some pictures. There's some better pictures down below. So don't fear that. So that just talks about. Hold on. Like, go real quick because it just talks about the stuff that the dude comes with. Go up a little bit more. So comes with 2 heads, 8 hands, 2 hoods, a cloak, a sword, 2 guns, some throwing stars, and 2 claws, and a backpack. This ain't your grandma's G.I. Joe. This guy comes with some stuff. So it's, I like the classified stuff. Sometimes I feel they're a little skimpy. We really wanted to give people a lot of cool things to kind of pose your figure how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Give you some options. And we thought this was the best way to do it. So with the U.S. Assassin and the American Ninja, they've got about the same amount of accessories. I think the U.S. Assassin comes with 1 more gun and possibly a grenade.
Right. But how about the actual background of these characters? Could you share more? Like what Neil is asking?
Well, do we want spoilers?
That's why I was asking you. As long as it doesn't spoil.
I mean, if you guys want spoilers, so I'll spoil a little bit there. So our main guy right here, American Ninja X, he kind of grows up in his universe, kind of like a Peter Parker, Daredevil, Robin type character. He's like he grows up as like a young superhero that's very streetwise. And then he kind of graduates to this position of working with a team. He ends up joining a Super Sentai team.
Oh.
And then jumping from the Super Sentai team, he gets some political interest, and they turn him into, basically in their world, what's considered their Captain America. So I hate using characters to describe stories, but in this case, it's the best way I can do it. It's like if someone scooped up Peter Parker and slowly turned him into the new Captain America over the series of like 10 years. So that's kind of like where he came from. He went from being Spider-Man to being in a Super Sentai team, and then from the Super Sentai team, he ended up being kind of a loner, a patriotic stealth commando. And then U.S. Assassin kind of comes along from the same type of background. So those two end up going on a lot of missions together.
Okay.
So yeah, they're part of the same type of like program. It's like a governmental program that kind of puts out these like very patriotic superheroes, and some go rogue, some go bad. Who's not to say? I mean, I kind of bring this up often, but everyone's like, how come you didn't make any bad guys? How come you didn't make any bad guys? I'm like, maybe I did. You got to read the book. Maybe
read the book.
Like someone's like, why did you make two good guys? I'm like, did I? I don't know. You got to read the book.
So the book only comes out when the Kickstarter is fun, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And then just as a fun collector's thing, you can get it with the awesome Don Figueroa cover, or you can get 1/4 of the comic with each version of the action figure. Right. If you're a collecting man, there's some better pictures of the covers if you scroll down. I think a tad more. So those pictures right there, you were there for those, but those were his cameo pictures at Joe Fest. If you go up a little bit,
right, yeah,
that was kind of like his debut superstar.
There's a question here. Fair, but if there is, will they possibly get a figure?
Oh, a bad guy?
If there is. Oh, the bad guy?
Yeah. I mean, of course, I got things in the works, but again, we wanted to make something. I wasn't looking to jump into this thing to start a line. I'm a comic book artist. I'm super busy drawing comic books. But I wanted to take one of my characters and be like, hey, let's make this into a 6-inch action figure. Learn about the process. There's a good picture of his face right there. I basically told Luke, I was like, I want like a handsome Steve Rogers, but a little fucked up like Snake Eyes.
So he drew himself.
What's that?
Just joking.
What do you say?
He drew himself. Yeah.
He's a cutter.
Yeah. He's
got girl problems. I figure we were talking about now, but I love that picture right there. I think Luke did a very good job on his face, especially in the lips.
I took this picture.
You did.
I did. Yeah.
That's right. You're a lucky
Yeah,
guy.
so
You get to see all our toys before anyone else does.
yeah, fantastic prototypes.
And then there is the assassin with the Joe head that everyone is very
Mm-hmm.
excited about.
Nice hair.
Oh yeah, he's got it going on. That's some LA looks hair right there. No wind is gonna bother that.
And what's about the mask?
What about the
So they
mask?
put on the mask?
What about it?
Yeah, I mean, do they put on? So he puts on like a what seems to be a rubber mask, and then this one is more like a metal mask.
Yeah. Assassin is more kind of like a mask, like a plate mask, and then American Ninja, his is more of like it's actually like a mouthpiece with goggles, if that makes any sense.
A mouthpiece with goggles.
Like
What do you mean?
like a biker's mouthpiece, like a
Okay.
dirt biker,
Mhm.
like dirt biking. Like they have like straps and then like goggles, and then he just has like a um a diving suit. Like it just kind of covers them up.
Hmm.
But yeah, so the hopes is that things go well with this.
Yep.
And then it opens the door to more ninjas, more patriotic commandos. Um, we're really into patriotic style commandos. I feel like that's something that it even it bothers me that on GI Joes it doesn't say real American heroes anymore.
Oh, is that
Um,
right?
oh, I mean, it hasn't said that for years.
Okay.
Um,
So there's this question here. So the hits are actually compatible with all classified pack joints.
I believe
Well,
so. You tell
no, I
me.
think Marvel Legends is a better word because classified is all over the place with Hasbro.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so, so
No,
it's more like
Shulong.
Marvel Legends,
I,
sort of
I would
pack.
imagine that Ace is right. Shulong works on a lot more legend stuff than he does Joe stuff, so it would make sense that he would be more compatible with legend parts.
So in case people don't know who Shulong is or was, you tell me, Hasbro's sculptor.
Yeah, no. He still is.
Okay, yeah. So
He did that whole
he is
sculpt.
a Hasbro uh, contracted sculptor,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you have
and
Luke.
he's been there for a minute.
Yep, and then you have Luke, who is
He
behind
was.
the designs.
Now, someone's like, well, why is he hanging out with you, Patrick? You're just some scrub. Uh, he was actually my student
There you go.
in college, so I got to know Shulong, and I stayed in touch. And we like jamming on stuff. We jammed on the Johnny Phantasm action figure, which has done very well. And then, oh, look at that guy. Who's that
Mhm.
guy?
Who? That guy?
I just what's fun about these are Ace is art director for basically both those.
Hmm.
He's at the factory making sure that both those figures right there come out right, and I thought it was interesting, kind of putting them side by side. Man, you guys did a very good job on the aviators.
Hmm.
If I noticed, no, you do have some of those still available, don't you?
I think we have some. I
Yeah,
think.
I mean, I recommend people get over there and grab those and get that fourth one too. By the way, um, but yeah, those figures are good stuff. I give him a gun. He doesn't come with a gun, but I give him a gun.
Yeah. Gotta have a gun.
Gotta have a gun. And then there's them again, sporting around in a another ramen creation, the razor.
They should
Right
get their
there.
own livery on this one.
Hmm?
They should get their own livery on this car if they were to drive it, right?
Get their what?
Livery. They need their own patents on the livery on
Oh
those
yeah, yeah,
planes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
would I would think kind of like Tokyo Drift style, like Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Make it more of like a lowrider,
Mm-hmm.
putting lowride suspension and fenders and stuff like that. But also, they got to take their backpacks off if they're going to be driving around in there.
Yeah. So this color is a
Oh yeah, so this is basically our tribute to the OG Snake Eyes. If you know the story about the OG Snake Eyes, why was he all black? He was all black because they said, "Hey, let's not inject any color into this guy. Let's save a little bit of money." But on the flip side, they ended up making him everyone's favorite just because he was so mysterious. So I wanted to do just an all black, like night ops, all black. You can customize this guy. You can kind of. I'm actually thinking about painting my goggles red or like a red purple. When I get them. Oh, what's this? Are there more characters in the American Ninja universe? What about the Titanium Titans? Well, we're gonna get there in a second. Will there be more transforming figures from Riot Press? I know there's some other colors shown. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, there are some more characters in the American Ninja universe. As I was mentioning, there is a Native American chick. Her name is Mischief. And then there's another guy named General Star. And again, like there's more characters, but we don't want to bite off more than we can chew. We're starting small. Hopefully these work out. Titanium Titans, I think we're going to be talking about that here in a second. We're going to be doing more colors for Last of the Seeker robots. Remember, Seekers are not the robots. Seekers are the pilots. But we are going to be doing more of those spaceship jets. But we're actually looking into doing smaller transformers, like transformers that turn into like cannon, like rocket launchers and stuff like that. So we're looking into doing some smaller transformers. But we are looking to do wave 2 of the Seekers as well. So that was a very long answer. I apologize.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we're talking about this original Snake Eyes thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like a throwback, and in return, we wanted to do something cool with U.S. Assassin, and we bounced around with some ideas. One of the ideas that we almost did, I don't know why I'm bringing it up, but was scroll down for a second. Ace, scroll down to the assassin.
Oh, scroll down.
Yeah, the assassin. So, like, one of the ideas that we were messing around with him was doing him like all army green, like he's like army, like one of those little army soldiers, like plastic soldiers. But we thought black and white. It's good in cookie form. Why not be good in action figure form? So we are doing a Arctic Ops. Now the thing is, it's going to be true white. Here we kind of had to kind of have the tones in there just to show you different, but it's going to be white. Everything's going to be white.
Is that right? The guns, everything's white.
Yeah, everything's going to be just straight up white.
Oh,
so
okay.
so if you're into customizing figures, like this guy is going to be like a blank canvas for sure. You can get in there and make him Tiger Force, make him Python Patrol. You can kind of do all types of stuff with him.
All white, okay.
Yeah, the straight white. I think the only thing that we're even, and I love using this and now this talk when we're talking about stuff like this, but toying with is possibly coloring the eyes of him and coloring the goggles of the all black guy. That's the only thing that we're even contemplating. But
okay, got it.
I thought maybe like a reddish purple.
All right.
So those guys also come with their own comics as well. I think if we scroll down, I think we start to see the so here's more of the packaging, and then we see the covers, virgin covers, if you will.
The what covers again?
Excuse me?
What covers?
Yeah. If you keep on going down.
Oh, this one?
Keep on going. There. So there's all 4 of the covers that are behind each figure.
Okay. So these are exactly the size of conventional classified box, right?
Yep. It's a weird thing, like 9x6. Like I was a real big fan of the classified size box. I don't like that they tinkered with it, but whatever, life goes on. But since we have a chance to kind of do our own kind of version of that style figure, I was like, I want to do that box. I want to do it clear. And then I actually have like our trade paperbacks for Johnny Phantasm are actually that size. So I was like, we can just do them that size and they'll look great because this comic looks great. So I think it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing for collectors too. I know, especially with those little mini He-Man comics, like people like collecting those. I like collecting those. I mean, Kenner used to make little mask mini comics that were great. It kind of all dawned on me like a few years ago, Ace, the whole connection with comic books and toys. And I feel like that's kind of like our mission statement at Riot Press is comic books and toys. Like those 2 things to us go hand in hand, and I'm really trying to kind of like push that.
I noticed that this cover here has 2 swords and they are straight versus curved. So can you explain that?
Straight and curved opposed
this looks
to
kind of
being
straight, whereas on the figure it's like it's a little bit curved, right? See?
Yeah. Well,
and there's only one. There's only one, and then there's 2 here. So,
why you had to pick stuff apart like that, Ace?
I'm just asking.
Ace, this is live. You could have told me that at any time. You could have told me that in the back room afterwards.
Oh no, this is a candid. Maybe you are saving this for like a special release or something, right?
No. I think it's just so when I work with people and they draw my characters, I really and sculpt for that for this as example. I really let them kind of do what they want to do. I want people to have fun most of all when they're drawing my characters. So in the case of Luke, I mean, you worked with Luke. Like the more you let Luke do whatever he wants to do, like the better it comes out. And Luke wanted to make it fucking crooked like that, so it came out crooked like that. So I mean that's why that's that. Next, you're gonna ask me why is there 2 red swords?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
That's actually, believe it or not, that's actually a Titanium Titans question,
Okay.
because Captain Zypher has a red sword as well.
Okay. All right. And over here you have like droids being sliced up.
Yeah. So droids, I think, like, people were talking about getting some villains made, and I think the droid troopers are going to be the first on the list, especially because we can do like different colors of them and so forth. So the droids, I think, will be the first kind of bad guys that we make. There's a bad guy in the story named Lord Dragon, and he's kind of like your Cobra Commander. What was the bad guy in Mask? What was his name?
Mayhem.
Mayhem, yeah, like Mayhem. He's like your Cobra Commander Mayhem type character. But he has all androids. You know, he's got a couple of humans, but all we really need to do is make him and make one android, and we can make a bunch of different color androids.
Okay.
So he's next on the chopping block. But yeah, so again, like, we're trying to make this fun and collectible. So with each figure, a person gets a little comic, so they can check the box if they want. And keep the little comic and put it with their comic box or not. Yeah.
War Dragon.
War Dragon is a slick name. For what?
For the bad guy. That's what you said, right?
War Dragon. Yeah, it is a bad guy. That is a good name, but that's not his name.
Andrew Davis in the house. Hello, Andrew. Andrew showed me a great time in NYCC. So kudos to Mr. Andrew Davis, the AD in the house.
Did you have a good time at New York Comic Con?
Oh yeah, I did.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss going. Like I was telling you, like, I did that show like 12 years in a row and then just stopped.
Mm-hmm. You broke the streak.
And then it's weird. Like, for those who go that get booths, as soon as you dip, like, there are so many people waiting right behind you to take your place, and no one gives up a table once they get it, because they'll go to that person first every year. And everyone always books because it always books. So it's like, it's so impossible to get a space now.
All right.
Little New York Comic Con tip.
Okay. All right. So what else do you want to talk about on this that might not be readily
scroll down
when looking at the
scroll down
Kickstarter page?
Yeah, scroll down a little bit.
Oh, more still.
Yeah, I think we got some stretch goals on here too.
Oh, stretch.
There's some of the art. If you notice in the art, like in the backgrounds, we're trying to do like a sunbow type style background.
Mm-hmm.
So with this, like, the whole feel of the comic is, you know, I'm going for, I mean, it's my style, but with the backgrounds, I'm trying to make the backgrounds look like the animated show from the 80s.
Okay.
There's a shot of our guy.
Yeah. So over here, the sword looks a little bit more curved.
Yeah.
See, over here is confirmed it's curved.
Well, that's a different sword. That's
another
US Assassin sword, and that's a weird angle too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're having some. We took some artistic liberties there, Ace.
Oh, his sword is kind of bumped up after whacking on the metal. See, it's all chipped. See that?
Well, he just got to cut down some droids.
Yeah, it's all chipped.
He's got to go sharpen that thing up.
What is the the Hanzo blade, is that right? From the Kill Bill.
Oh yeah.
What blade is that? The Hanzo, is it?
That's the name of the guy, right? Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. So, you know, if the gods shine upon us, and we not just make goal and we make it to 125, everyone gets this little extra weapon pack, which these weapons are quite good. And like I said, they all kind of hook into the bandolier, so your guy isn't just standing there with his size in his hand. So the bandolier looks good. There's a little bit of a computer diagram of it below, showing it in action. But yeah, I mean, as soon as we get to 125, this will be unlocked and everyone will get this.
All right.
And then as we get further along, like I said, like we kind of put this campaign up, I thought, a week early. Like I see the campaign as just starting, but as we move along, you know, once we make goal, once we pass stretch goal, like we're gonna be unlocking some more variants of some of these guys.
Is there?
Oh yeah.
Is there variants?
Oh yes, you've seen them. I know you forget,
Okay.
but are you just showboating?
Well, you gotta show them here, right? That there's tiers to be unlocked, right? I don't know. What's the rules
No,
here?
I'm just gonna pop them up. Well, probably
Okay.
what's gonna happen is we're probably gonna rock the campaign as is, and then once we bring it over to backer kit, we'll probably add those new designs there.
Okay.
But guys, I mean, please get over here and back this project.
Yeah.
We've worked. I mean, I know this sounds ridiculous, but like we worked our ass off on this project for quite some time. Like we've definitely worked on this for quite some time. A lot of love has gone into this. You see some toys. I see some people putting up some toy campaigns that are looking a little rough around the edges. Some you might not even see. One thing that I love working with Ace is the ramen factory gets stuff out quickly. So I know we're going to get this.
All right.
I know. Dude, like,
It's Kato.
hey. Dude, Ace, we need to go to Legion Con one of these years. We need to get a Riot and Ramen booth set up at Legion Con. That would be cool.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're telling me next year is was it what creators designer con?
Oh, Decon. Well, Decon is a little hard to get into, but Legion Con is good too. I think that's a good one to go to. But I mean, this is inside baseball. I don't know. What do you say? What do you say, Kato? Kato's like, get that American Ninja X. That's right.
Well, you're gonna be on his show, so
I will be eventually.
Yep.
Eventually, I'll be there.
So yeah, you know, we have looked at the Kickstarter campaign. It is 11% to its fruition. That's like 29 days to go. Every day counts, and it's not over till it's over.
It should be. I've seen some miracles over here at Kickstarter. I'll tell you what, because like I've been crowdfunding for quite some time, comic books, so forth, and some of the stuff that I've seen happen on Kickstarter with toy campaigns has just blown my mind. I mean, Ace and I talk about it quite often. I'm just like, I don't know what is going on with this campaign. But Yeah, so I think it's important to kind of remind people of this.
Yeah, this is picking up steam. There's lots of stuff, as you know, in the background that we're working on. So we will unveil it when it's time.
Yeah,
Now it's Ninja November. We got to get things going for the ninjas first.
yeah. Well, I mean, so I know some people. There's a red sword that I was just talking about because Ace was asking why that guy has red sword, and I don't know. I don't know why those guys have red swords, but like I was from Ninja going into Titanium Titans. It's important that all these projects succeed because it makes us stronger and stronger and stronger. And we really want Titanium Titans to be solid because I know a lot of people are excited about the Titans because I hear about it every day. Supporting the Ninjas project, in a sense, adds gas to this. It makes this happen a little bit smoother. So jump over, back that, sign up for our mailing list. There's a mailing list down here in the bottom so you can stay in touch with this. And then the only thing that I want to point out is I'm not sure if this is going to open up on your end or not. Probably not. Let me see.
We're gonna share it.
I'll reshare in a second. Hold on. We do a weekly comic strip over on Webtoon of
Webtoons.
the Titanium Titan, and people like this format. It's easy. It's on their tablets, their phone. But we do. It's every Monday at 9 a.m. It's basically the story that I'm doing right now is basically a story that Ace and I kind of put together, and I'm fine tuning it. But I'm doing it kind of like in a syndicated way, kind of like an old school type of way. You know how every Sunday would come out in the funnies, and your grandpa would read the funnies in the paper. Now that stuff is kind of like online right now. So every Monday, when you're bored at work and you're trying to burn some time, why not read a Titanium Titans cartoon? Every Monday, 9 o'clock, they go live. So we're gonna do this for I don't know, for like 40 weeks basically. And then once the book is done, we're gonna go live with the Titanium Titans. I don't know what it'll be. Will it be a Kickstarter? Will it just go be on the website? Like, I don't know. I mean, it'll be something, but the figures will be available. And we have more figures, like Ace was saying, that you haven't seen yet, but you will like them. But yeah, this is going to be a big thing. I think people are going to be very excited about this. So, back ninjas. And then when you're done backing ninjas, look for Titanium Titans.
All right. Well said. Well said. I'm looking forward to both campaigns.
Me too. I mean, like the way that I see, again, like I had those extra days. So the ninjas just started, and I'm excited. I well, like to be honest, like I'm excited about seeing them like produced and in the box. I really liked having the prototypes here. I had to send the prototypes out for people to look at them, so I didn't get to play with them for more than a couple of days. But it'll be okay.
They're with Mr. Parsons now.
Mr. Parsons. No one will get that joke.
Okay, that's good. That's this whole idea.
Yeah. Well, now, if he happens to be watching, he knows that we're talking about him.
All right. All right, Patrick. We have reached the hour. We have talked about the campaign. Is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I mean, I think the only thing else to add is back these figures so they can be out for Yojo June. And then, will you be here for Joe Fest, Ace?
Oh yeah, yeah. Looks like I'm already signed in. Because
Okay, good.
people are too nice to not go back again. You know, we got to see the friends.
I told you. I told you
Yeah,
when PowerCon was no good. I told you I was like Joe Fest, let's go, and it was good, wasn't it?
yeah, yeah. I
Martinis,
love going
dirty
to the
martinis at the
conventions.
bar.
Yeah, meeting the people is fantastic.
And then I mean that con is great. I think we have the same spot that we had last year. We're right next to Big Bad Toy Store, so we're in a good neighborhood. I want to set up an amazing display, a big war scene with Titanium Titans.
We will, we will. By the time next year, we will have everything done. All right, Patrick. So on that note, if there's nothing else, tell people again where to find the Kickstarter, and then we'll sign off. How about that?
Well, just jump on Kickstarter and look for. I mean, I'll put it here in the chat as well.
Okay.
Connect. Why is this not connected? Why am I not connected right
Because
here?
you're not signed on.
How can that be?
It's okay. I've put it already.
But how can
It's on
that
the-
be? That's messed up.
What do
Weird.
you want to put the Kickstarter link?
Yeah, I was gonna put the link, but
Yeah, just
I
right
don't.
here.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, anyway, yeah. Just go to Kickstarter and just look for American Ninja X. There's not. There you go. There's not a
All
whole
right.
lot of American Ninja X campaigns out there. But yeah, check that out, and also check out Riot Press production.com for our website as well. All our goodies are on there. And yeah.
All right. So I'll leave you back to drawing those comics for the Titans and Ninjas, and I'll get back to doing the stuff that needs to be done for Ramen and yourself as well. So on that note, take care, guys. Ciao.